Hi, welcome to Film Fiend. My name is Seb, and today I'm discussing 5 films that I'm really looking forward to. So, the 5 that I've chosen are hopefully ones that some people haven't heard about or come across yet. I chose them because they're possibly a little more obscure and not as widely known as mainstream films. Because obviously, if I picked films like Disclosure Day or The Odyssey or Dune Part 3, I think most people will have already heard about them or seen the trailers, so there's no point in talking about them. But anyway, without further ado, in no particular order, here's 5 films that are coming soon that I'm highly anticipating. At number 1, we've got The End of Oak Street. This is directed by David Robert Mitchell, who made the film It Follows, which is a divisive film, but regardless of what you think about it, it was a unique premise that was executed very well, and at the time of its release, it made waves in the film community. But his new film is about a mysterious cosmic event that transports an entire neighborhood to an unknown place that is inhabited by dinosaurs. This film looks very dino-centric. It seems like a unique and interesting premise, and my suspicion is that David Robert Mitchell wanted to make a dinosaur film, but because Jurassic Park already has the monopoly on that genre and has the best idea for a setup for a dinosaur film, he had to come up with a new way to get the dinos and the humans to clash, and there aren't many ways of making that happen really. The film 65, which wasn't very good, had the premise that someone landed on Earth 65 million years ago, which was that film's way of getting the humans and dinosaurs in the same setting. But here, the premise is that the whole town is transported to a dinosaur infested world, which is a cool setup. This film looks pretty awesome, and I think it'll just be nice to see a dinosaur based film that isn't connected to the Jurassic series. And with Anne Hathaway and Ewan McGregor as the leads, it's looking really hopeful that it's going to be good, and I'm hoping it's going to be a really fun and thrilling dino flick with an added layer of mystery. Moving on to number 2, we have Victorian Psycho. This film is directed by Zachary Wigan, who made the underrated and not very well known Sanctuary, which I really like. But this film is set in 1858 and follows an eccentric young governess whose arrival at a Gothic manor precipitates the disappearance of some of the staff members. The trailer for this film is awesome. It's got heavy metal music over it, which is sick. Obviously, I've cut out the sound to avoid copyright issues, but you should go watch the trailer after this. It looks really stylish, and it seems like it's going to be a dark and gory Gothic slasher that's fun and entertaining at the same time. And it features the beautiful and now legendary Scream Queen Micah Monroe. Also, it's based on a book that I haven't read, but my partner has, and she said that it's really, really good. And she said that the trailer is giving off the same vibes as she envisioned when reading the book. And in general, it looks like it's going to be an interesting and unique entry into the genre. So I've got really high hopes for this one. Moving on to number 3, we've got How to Rob a Bank. This is directed by David Leitch, who made Atomic Blonde, Bullet Train, and The Fall Guy, which I really, really liked. And this film looks really visually stylish, energetic, and thrilling. It also sounds like it's going to be really funny, and in general, it looks like it's going to be a really fun and thrilling joyride of a film. The cast looks great as well. It features John C. Reilly, Zoe Kravitz, and Nicholas Hoult. The trailer just looks so good, and it feels like it's going to be a good all rounder with exciting action sequences, funny dialogue, and some social commentary thrown in as well. I've got a good feeling about this one. Now, for number 4, we've got Onslaught. This is directed by Adam Wingard, who made You're Next and The Guest, both films I really like, especially The Guest. But after making those 2 films, I think he got swept up in Hollywood big budget stuff a bit when he directed the Godzilla vs. Kong film, which is something that happens to a lot of smaller directors these days after they get a bit of success. But this looks like he's going back to his roots. This film looks absolutely badass. It looks really stylish and action packed. Also, it's an A24 film, which is surprising because they're not known for doing action, but you know it's going to be good quality when it has that A24 stamp of approval. Also, it features Rebecca Hall, who's always great, and the protagonist is portrayed by Adria Arjona, who's so awesome and gorgeous. And in general, it just looks like it's going to be really thrilling, fun, exciting, and totally badass. I'm really excited for this one. And finally, for number 5, we've got The Death of Robin Hood. This is another A24 film, and it's directed by Michael Sarnowski, who made Pig and A Quiet Place Day One. And this looks so good. It looks visually stunning, epic, and gritty. It's the perfect type of role for Hugh Jackman, playing another grizzled and angry character. And it looks like it's going to be one of those dark retellings of a classic story. The cinematography looks amazing, and the landscapes and environments look so hauntingly beautiful. It feels like it's going to have a grand sense of scale and scope, and it seems like it could be quite moving as well. I love the dark and epic tone of the trailer, and I've got high hopes that this could be one of the best epics we've had in years. So that was 5 of my most anticipated films that are coming soon. Obviously, if you like the look of some of them, go watch the trailers properly because it doesn't do them justice with no sound. But I'm eagerly awaiting all 5 of them, and hopefully this video has clued you in on some of these new films and got you hyped for them like I am. But thanks so much for watching, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one.